stand. Take a stand for change.
There's a call for change echoing through Broadway's iconic theaters.
We can curse in the dark.
Many of its brightest black stars demanding diversity and inclusion in a place known for all of its glittering lights as the Great White Way.
We want change in every area that we're in. We want to see equal representation and belonging.
LaChanze is a Tony Award-winning actor who says Broadway seems to be listening. She's the star in Trouble in Mind, ironically a story about racism in the theater industry written back in the 1950s. One of her record 7 plays by black writers opening this season on Broadway.
How big a deal do you think this really is?
This is tremendous. I think it's a huge deal. We've never had this on Broadway. We haven't had it in recent decades. There was no time in history when we had this many black playwrights having their work featured on Broadway, telling the diversity of stories that are particular to the black community.
It's a victory for diversity advocates who've negotiated a so-called New Deal for Broadway agreement with theater owners and producers that sets standards for more diversity in all aspects of the industry. The shows range from comedies like Chicken and Biscuits about hidden family secrets exploding at a family funeral, the more cerebral Thoughts of a Colored Man, about the lives of 7 black men in Brooklyn, New York.
Why do you think it is that this hit Broadway now?
Well, they had to respond. Broadway and every medium has to respond to the racial strife, the discourse in this country.
Ruben Santiago Hudson stars in Lackawanna Blues, a one-man show about the adoptive mother who raised him. Later in the season, he'll also direct Skeleton Crew, about an auto factory in Detroit on the brink of closing. He has no illusions about how tough it will be for these plays to be successful financially, especially with audiences just finding their way back after Broadway's longest shutdown ever and with new COVID protocols.
The victories aren't always monetary, financially. That could be how you built your audience, community-wise. Now we're bringing, black people are coming in masses to Broadway. Do they keep them is the question. How do they maintain them?
With the season just getting underway, Broadway theaters are keeping tight-lipped about box office numbers, concerned that the apparently slow start may discourage people from coming. Meanwhile, the push for change keeps playing to as wide an audience as possible.
Take a stand for change.
Ron Allen, NBC News, New York.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.